YouTube. There we go. Launched up everywhere. Qualifying underway for the Frisbie Truck Series race at Kansas tonight. See the 52 Brantley Bryant out on track. Hayden Lowell in the 56 also heading out. A few drivers have actually started their lap. Garrett Wolfenbarger, one of those, along with Casey Graves. Brantley Bryant, Brad Wilson, so all the Shenandoah Shine trucks already on their first time lap. Bill Rivard in the 10 just getting his lap going. Interesting to see where they run. Bill's right up by the wall. So is Wolfenbarger. Montrose right in the middle groove. Solid trucks, field of trucks here tonight. Solid trucks. Yes, they are also solid. Can't walk through them. Lap time starting to drop in. Brad Wilson with a 31.776 leading the way so far. The 51 Ford F-150. Brantley Bryant, his Toyota, sits in second. Casey Graves, his Toyota is third. Bill Rivard and his Toyota is fourth. And Wolfenbarger, the first Chevrolet, in fifth. And Montrose clocks in sixth. Hayden Lowell goes up to the fifth spot. Second laps are starting to drop in. Bradley Wilson does not improve. Neither does Brantley Bryant. Wolfenbarger did improve. Goes to third. Casey Graves looks like his second lap did not even count. Bill Rivard stays in the fifth spot. Travis Martin goes to sixth in his first lap. Ashton Tackwell clocks in seventh. Check out the Ghost Man and his F-150. Lucas Hoytsma to the top of the charts in the number 97. Frisbie Racing Truck Series champion, four-time champ, all over the hood of that truck. Put it on there, and it has gone well for him, so he's left it there in the last couple of weeks. Travis Martin's second lap quicker, and he'll go up to the fourth spot. About half the field is qualified. Second lap for Lucas is slower. Only one I've seen pick up so far is the Ghost Man. Andrew Beach on the backstretch. Timing and scoring as pointed out by Corey Deal. Looks like a whole lot of ties, but they do go to the 10,000s place to break ties. Our Beach stays ninth, slower on lap 2. Kenny Frisbie, number 11 Wanted Goons Toyota, jumps up into second. Hell of a lap there out of the 11. Blake Giglio goes into third. There's Blake in the M9 Performance Toyota. Carson Bechtel in the clutch Wanted Goons Chevrolet jumps up to the second spot, knocks teammate Kenny Frisbie off the front row. And he did that on lap number 2. Blake Giglio coming out of 4 loses it, so he'll end his run. Ethan Evers 12th, Andrew Beach 14th, Mullins gets in 17th. Clapper Newell sitting at the end of the pit lane. Jay Munch looks like he attempted the lap and then pulled off. Clapper Newell's the last thing we can really show you. Everyone else has ended their quality run. I don't think Clapper Newell's going to roll.
Everybody, welcome to the Frisbie Truck Series. We are at Kansas, 120 laps, 4 sets of tires. No fast repairs, have fun.
No fast repairs, have fun. 29 trucks appears tonight here. 30 seconds ticking off on qualifying, but I think we are all done, so let's go find Mr. Lucas Hoytsma in the 97 grabbing the top spot. Lucas, DG, you got a copy?
Yep.
Well, it looks like we have put the 97 Ford F-150 on the pole. First of all, you're ever going to take that I am the 4-time champ, everyone suck it logo off the hood of your truck?
No, I'm not.
10-4. We'll see how the race goes here, but what do you think the race is going to unfold? How do you think it's going to go?
I mean, it's full throttle pretty much to start the run. I don't know anywhere past 10 laps what it's going to be like, but it's definitely going to be some pack racing, and I think the top's going to be very dominant.
10-4. We'll see how it all plays out. 120 laps here at Kansas. Good luck.
Thank you.
Lucas in the 97 picking up the pole tonight. We can get on board his truck and get things started here. There is the said 97. We're still waiting on most of the top 10. As is tradition here, the Shenandoah Shine truck's taking a very long time to get out there. Wilson wins the Shenandoah Shine race onto the track. Still waiting for Bryant and Wolfenbarger. Hayes can't get his PC to turn on. That's
I
brutal.
saw with my little eye the sexiest man alive on the grid to my left.
Dave Hoytsma would be the answer to that, if you were wondering. At least in his eyes. We got 2 more in the top 10 to get out there, including our front row position, Carson Bechtel. Get the lead out of your frame rails and get your ass on the track.
Are you talking with the myth, the man, the fucking legend, Dave Hoytsma?
He's a fucking legend. That's a whole new level. Come on, Carson. You're on the damn track. Carson doesn't want us to get going tonight. I'm about to drop down to his channel and be like, look. Tell Carson to get on track.
He just got back from taking a piss.
Golly, Carson.
DG, you know as well as anyone that I have problems with multiple orifices.
Yikes. Alright, I'm going to go back to the broadcast booth now. Bye. Alright, let's get the starting lineup going, presented by our friends at Labor 12. Check them out anywhere you get your music, Labor XII. We got Lucas Hoytsma on the pole, the number 97 Ford F-150. Starting alongside him, Carson Bechtel in a Wanted Goons Chevrolet. Ken Frisbie, another Wanted Goons machine. This one a Toyota, starts in third. Blake Giglio, the BGR Toyota, starts in fourth. Brad Wilson, Shenandoah Shine F-150 in fifth. And Hayden Lowell in the Napa Chevrolet starts sixth. Travis Martin in the 63 Ghostman Ford starts in the 7th spot. And then you have Brantley Bryant, Shenandoah Shine Toyota, starting in the 8th spot. Garrett Wolfenbarger in his Shenandoah Shine Chevy in 9th. Casey Graves in the True Speed Toyota in 10th. Bill Rivard, the Fort Worth Screed EGSRacing.com Toyota in 11th. Ethan Evers in the GHR Chevrolet in 12th. Dave Hoytsma, Labor 12 Chevy 13th. Andrew Beach in the Side Pipe Chevy in 14th. Matt Benke in the Victoria's Secret Chevrolet in 15th. Ashton Tackwell, the Hooters Chevy in 16th. Cliff Mullins, AC Racing Graphics Chevrolet 17th. Quinn Newton, the 712 Brake Chevrolet in 18th.
Carson.
Zach Margerson in the 55 Gamer Sub Chevrolet in 19th. And Cody Brown in the Harley Davidson Chevy is 20th. TJ Floyd, the Hexclad Chevy in 21st. Ian Montrose, the Homelander Chevy 22nd. Jeremy Clapperdool, Martin Sports Ford 23rd. Gatlin Downey in the Double Quick Chevy in 24th. And J Munch in the Taz Chevy starts 25th. Daniel Llewellyn not out on track at the moment, would start 26th, and J.R. Deal 27th in the Cave City Roleplay Toyota. Jeremy Scherer in the Castrol Edge Ford starts in 28th, and Will Ashbrenner in the Bold Rock Chevrolet starts in 29th. 29 trucks set to do battle here from Kansas Motor Speedway. I said Motor Speedway, but it's just Kansas Speedway. It just sounds cooler with motor in there. Green flags out in the air. Lucas Hoytsma, Carson Bechtel going to lead us down to turn number 1 with a push from Blake Giglio and the 11 of Kenny Frisbie. And our first caution waves before we get across the line. And wouldn't you know it, Daddy Dave, the sexiest man alive, has gone into the grass. With a push from Matt Benke, does Dave miss a shift here, or what happens? Looks like he missed the shift, and Benke gets in the back of him. Dave Hoytsma spins into the grass, and we end up with the caution right off the bat.
That man and boo him with authority. I'll stop. Boo!
Andrew Beach doing random booing.
Boo.
Who knows what we're booing?
Oh wait, Clutch is our energy sponsor. Clutch is the deodorant sponsor.
Everyone backing up, checking up, getting into one another, going for a ride.
Yeah, high rise fuel is sponsor.
A few trucks have a little bit of damage.
If we got stuck behind the pace car for that, can we just catch up to the end and put our black flag?
You should get a waiver around, I'd imagine.
You do. But
Yeah,
they can't
it'll
pit.
give you a waiver out.
They do, but they can't pit.
Okay. I'll just make sure because I don't want to get screwed over before we even got to start.
If the session is messed up and it doesn't give waiver rounds, then yeah, everyone will be allowed to go around and Cody will clear black.
The boo was for them wrecking Dave. Dave wrecked himself. He missed a shift. Sure, Jeremy Shear, Clapper Newell, J Munch all trapped behind the pace car.
Black 99 is nowhere to be found. He's right behind the car. Off by Gatlin. Yeah, need black clear.
Should have stayed behind the 99. Then you wouldn't need a black clear. Seems pretty easy. Instead, Gatlin Downey went down the pit lane. Which kind of makes it unfair because he should still be out on track behind the other guys that didn't get to come down the pit lane.
Here's the new guys.
Jay Floyd, Cliff Mullins seem to have stopped
We can
and
get
topped off their
cloud cover
tanks.
for 3 and 4. That'd be awesome.
I think Martinson had a little damage to fix. He had contact in that incident. Gatlin Downey still sitting there getting damage repair, which is kind of messed up that these guys don't get to. And Gatlin Downey is going to go a lap down. 05 still sitting on the pit lane. Daniel Llewellyn has also gone a lap down. Not sure how Daniel went a lap down.
Hey, Jeremy, just a heads up. If it doesn't give us the wave around at 1 to go, we're going anyhow.
It will. It will give him the wave around at 1 to go. Don't have to worry.
Just so I don't run into the back of you.
Full send or no send?
What's wrong with a partial send? So it appears Jeremy Klappenwheel's leading, but he's the 22nd place truck stuck behind the pace car. Along with J Munch, Jeremy Scher, JR Deal, Will Ashbrenner, Dave Hoytsma, and Daniel Llewellyn. Daniel is a lap down. I don't know how Daniel got a lap down. Probably because he has that stupid back window panel not blacked out. And it's red on his truck and it makes me want to vomit. My biggest pet peeve with the truck. It's such a minor thing, but oh my god, it drives me nuts. Oh no, JR's running the wrong banner.
It's nice paint that they're like.
Corey, how'd you let JR run the wrong banner?
The scene of the crime.
Dun, dun, dun.
They've been DQing people that don't put the banner on this season, just so y'all know. That's why you see so many people with the banners on this season. It's a beautiful thing. Hopefully we can get past start finish line this time.
Checking up, checking up.
Change the subject before anyone hears. Scott can stay ahead of him in points. Pace car heads off, and we are set for the second attempt at starting this race. Let's try again. Hoytsman and Bechtel lead us off to turn number 1. So far it seems everyone's got their shifting together. Don't see anyone going to the grass this time. We're going to make it to turn 1. Lucas Hoytsman clears Bechtel. Bechtel settles in for second. Frisbie and Giglio, former teammates, now on different teams. Low Drag versus Wanted Goons. Hayden Lowell rides in the 5th spot behind. He tucks in behind Frisbie. Giglio running that top lane. A lot of speed up there, but it will burn your tires a little bit quicker. Heard from pole sitter Hoytsma that this should be kind of a pack race early on. And then as the tires wear out, things will change. Hayden Lowell to the inside of Kenny Frisbie for 4th. He tucks in behind Frisbie, then Brad Wilson, Travis Martin, Wolfenbarger, Bryant, and Bill Rivard, your top 10. Then Ethan Evers, Andrew Beach, Casey Graves, Ashley Tackwell, Quinn Newton, your top 15. Hayden all the way down to the flat. Rivard and Bryant. A couple Toyotas battling. Rivard up the hill, Bryant down on the white line. Wilson looks inside Hayden Lull. Hayden chops his nose off. Good to see we're blocking on lap 8. I'm sure Wilson wouldn't mind sending him for that. Bill Rivard using that top line. Gets past the 52 of Bryant, the 32 of Wolfenbarger. Now he's working on the 63 of Martins. The high line does have the speed, but it will burn your tires. See how long Bill can keep up the assault from the top. He gets outside Brad Wilson, and he's moving to the front. Gets by Mr. Ghostman, starts working on Bryant. That's not Bryant, that is Wilson. Got Bryant on the brain. Momentum from the high side. Rivard gets past Wilson up into the 6th spot. He's going to keep it on that high line. Start working on Hayden. The top 2 still nose to tail. Rivard already to the outside of Hayden, making that outside work. Let's see how long he can keep the tires on that truck. Kenny Frisbie, the next one up for him in 4th. Bit of a blink from Wilson there. Here's Rivard looking outside Frisbie. Rivard will clear the 11.
My bad, 17. I can't pull too much.
My bad, 17 reported. There's the 17. We painted him a new truck today, but he's still riding the Harley truck. Must not have had the time when he got home, but that's all cool. Closing in on 10% of this race complete. A little battle just up ahead. I think that is Graves. Graves and the 71 of Andrew Beach. Ethan Evers ahead, Quinn Newton behind. Now Quinn gets to the outside of Graves as Beach goes to the outside of Evers. Rivard, meanwhile, is running down Blake Giglio. Still running that high lane. Pretty sure everyone else is on the bottom saving tire. Rivard does not care about tire conservation at this point. He is up to the 3rd spot. Kenny Frisbie is battling Hayden Lull for 5th. Hayden got Frisbie up off the bottom. That could be advantage Frisbie as we've seen that high line have all the speed. And Brad Wilson gets outside Hayden Lull. Completed 10% now. Frisbie and Wilson. Wilson gets to the outside of Frisbie. Frisbie checks up. That allows Hayden to catch up on the inside. Rivard to the outside of Karsten Bechtel. That is for 2nd. Rivard's going to clear. Using those tires while he's got them. It's going to close in on Lucas Huisman for the race lead. The runny gets off the top of turn number 4, right to the back bumper. Swings it out wide. This is Toyota to the outside of Lucas's forward. Lucas keeps it right down around the bottom. And Rivard is going to get this run off of 2, and he's going to set sail down the backstretch. Lucas cuts in behind him, and there you go. Bill Rivard to the race lead. From, I believe 10th. Just drove right on up through there. Well, he's out front. We'll see if he changes anything. Seems most of the top 10 single file. Wolfenbarger gets by the 11 of Frisbie. Drops Frisbie down to 8th. A lot of single file after that. First battle is J Munch and Daniel Llewellyn. That's not even for position. Llewellyn's a lap down. JR Deal gets big time out of shape, as does Gatlin Downey, coming out of 2. We go single file. Keeping an eye on Ethan Evers. He catches up to the tailgate of Andrew Beach. Looks like Bryant just ahead working on Frisbie. Frisbie able to hold him off with that high line. And Bryant's going to look to the top. Frisbie not giving him enough room. Insert Andrew Beach and Ethan Evers into the picture. And that is Cliff Mullins, big time sideways out of turn 4. Pink, teal, and black machine was dancing. Got Ashton Tackwell and Zach Margerson just behind him. Up ahead looked like Quinn Newton on the outside of Ian Montrose.
What happened there, Matt? But if I did something, I apologize.
Bryant did get to the outside of Frisbie and complete that pass.
You're good. Long way back.
Bill still running the top. Hoytsma still running the bottom. Hoytsma was just content to run the bottom, then use the draft to catch back up. This time he runs the top, along with Bechtel. All 3 of our top 3 go to the top. Blake's at the top. Wilson, first truck at the bottom through 1 and 2. A lot of different lines you can run. You can go on board with the Napa Chevrolet of Hayden Lowell. Never mind, as he's trying to put a pass on. Don't want to be on board during that. Looks like he's going to go for the slide job on Wilson. Wilson may not cut him a break. Looks like he did give him a little bit of a reprieve and gets to his outside. Trying to get back past Hayden Lowell. Hayden shuts the door. Hayden completes a slider on Brad Wilson. That is the 52 of Brantley Bryant. The purple truck smacking the wall coming out of turn number 2. 20 laps complete. 1 caution so far. Vard still leads, but Hoytsma and Bechtel closed right to his tailgate. Hoytsma looking to the inside, going for the race lead. Wraps that 97 forward around the bottom, then slides up the hill in front of Rivard. See if Bill can cross him over here. Hoytsma has to check up. Rivard decides not to, even though Hoytsma is big time out of shape. That's going to slow all 3 trucks down. Bechtel gets into the outside wall. This black and yellow machine could not hang on to that corner exit. Gets into the fence. Might be a little right front damage now on that 59 truck. Blake Giglio is going to take over third. You have Lowell, Wilson, Wolfenbarger, Bryant, Ethan Evers, as he's gotten around Frisbie. '59 truck is off the pace down the backstretch. He may be coming to the pit lane early. I don't know if he got the wall again or he just felt like it was giving up the ghost. Let's take a look back, coming off the corner. I think he just feels something's wrong with the truck and keeps it down low. He is indeed bringing it to the pit lane. Tough break early on for Carson Bechtel. He's going to have to hope the green flag cycle completes and then maybe catch a caution to get back into this thing. Bill Rivard may have just got the wall coming out of turn number 2. Blake Giglio skirts by. Now here comes Hayden Lowell in the 56.
Well,
I think
I didn't know where you were at. You were blinked for me.
the 10 truck has burned up his tires, I believe. Lowell's going to come right across the nose of Bill Rivard. Bill keeping the nose there, did not let him in.
Door tight, that's where I was.
Oh, from my eyes, you were invisible. You were gone.
When Newton last truck top 10, then Andrew Beach, Travis Martin, Casey Greaves, Ian Montrose, Zach Margerson, Cliff Mullins. This is 24 of Tackwell bouncing it off the outside wall right in front of Clapper Newell. Clapper will skip by for 18th. There's Jay Munch, currently 20th. Jeremy Scherer 21st. J.R. Deal 22nd. Dave Hoytsma 23rd. Will Asherbrenner 24th. You have Matt Banky 25th. As Andrew Beach gets by Quinn Newton for the top 10. Last spot in the top 10. Daniel Lawallen 1 lap down 27th. Carson Bechtel. That truck, I don't know, is it still hurt? Staying down out of the way. No, it's just his pit exit. He's currently showing 2 laps down. He needs this thing to go green through the pit cycle and then have a caution to have any chance to get back into this. Andrew Beach has gotten back by Quinn Newton. Hoytsma leads Giglio. Hayden Lowell. Brad Wilson, Garrett Wolfenbarger, your top 5. Bill Rivard settled in 6th. Brantley Bryant 7th. Ethan Evers 8th. Frisbie, and then Beach You see Bechtel making his way by. He's like to get one of those laps back the hard way, get past everybody. Travis Martin, Quinn Newton battle for 11th. Ghostman always good at saving tire. Probably can go about 35 to 40 laps here. Matt Benke is pitting now. Victoria's Secret truck has right side damage. He's been into the wall. Looking for any close battles out on track. Still got this one between Ghostman and Newton. There's Margerson and Mullins. We heard them on the radio a little bit ago. And 88 Newton up and into the wall. We'll see if Montrose can catch up. Put some pressure on. Nothing doing this time. Mullins really putting the pressure on Margerson here. It's going to go on board. Looking up from the 37 truck at the 55 of Margerson. Margerson, see him dancing coming off the corner. That's going to be advantage Mullins. Mullins check up into the corner. He didn't want to go to the inside. He's got a good run here. This time he does go to the inside. Just ahead, that's Graves working on the one of Montrose. Graves going to complete the pass, see if Mullins can do the same on Margerson. Not quite clear. Margerson's going to keep it powered up on the outside. Stay a thorn in Cliff's side. Meanwhile, Graves now has Montrose back to the outside again. He's also working on catching the 88 of Newton. See the Newton truck struggling a little bit. Approach lap 30. TJ Floyd on the pit lane. Remember, no fast repairs tonight, so anything that goes wrong, it's going to be a lengthy stay on the pit lane. Graves clears Montrose once again. Lowell's gotten by Giglio. I believe Giglio hit the wall. Let's go back and see what happened to the 16 truck. Hayden gets to his inside, and Blake, I guess, paid a little too much attention to it, gets up and into the outside wall. Surprising to see Blake Giglio do something like that. White's out in front now by 1.3 seconds over new second place. Hayden Long. Giglio's fallen to third and into the clutches of Brad Wilson. Wilson gets right to the tailgate of that 16 Tundra. Wolfenbarger runs fifth. Bill Rivard still hanging on in sixth. We thought maybe he went way too hard early on. He has indeed fallen back, but still. You have Ethan Evers, Brantley Bryant, Travis Martin, Kenny Frisbie as Kenny and Beach battle for that last spot in the top 10. Now Casey Graves, Quinn Newton, Ian Montrose, who've been green since the very first lap incident that brought out a caution. Giglio and Wilson battle for third. No love lost between drivers of the low drag team, such as Hoytsma and Giglio, and the Shenandoah Shine team, Wilson, Wolfenbarger, and Bryant. Always a spicy time with those teams. So Wilson going to complete a slider, gets in front of Giglio, see if Blake puts up too much of a fight or just lets him have it. Most of these trucks in the top 14 have not pit. They didn't pit under that first caution. Montrose in 14th, the last of those. Margerson's the first truck that did come to the pit lane. Margerson had damage from that first lap situation. Bird and Ethan may have had a little contact. Eight and 10 trucks with Brantley Bryant just behind.
All good.
Here comes Travis Martin. Frisbie and Graves are still battling. Giglio's hitting the pit lane. There he is, Blake Giglio, lap 35. Brings the M9 Performance machine to pit lane. Other trucks to have pit, Jeremy Scherer, he's heading back out in that Castrol truck. Dave Hoytsman's been on and off the pit lane. Of course, Carson Bechtel needs a lot of help. Bechtel back in 25th right now. Hoytsman stays out another lap. Watching to see if anyone peels off the track. The lap fall off is a little over 2 seconds, about 2.3 seconds. I think Cody Brown in 17, he spun on the pit lane. That's not good. Suboptimal entry there. Watch his pit entry. He's just ahead of Daniel Llewellyn. Loses the back end. It's like he maybe had the brakes applied as he changed bankings. That can sometimes upset the truck. The Ashbrenner on the pit lane. He's heading back out.
Sorry, Mike.
You're on empty. I'm sitting this time by.
Can Lucas make it to 40? That is the next kind of target you would have to try and make it on one less stop.
Ruh-roh, Raggy.
And leader, Lucas Hoysma brings it in. Hayden Lowell's going to follow him down.
Pitting.
Wilson and Wolfenbarger both stay out.
Thank you.
Kenny Frisbie on the pit lane.
Get pit in this time.
Margison, Tackwell all coming down. The top 9 trucks still haven't pit this race. And Margison and Tent. Margison, Tent, and Mullins 11th have both been to the pit lane. Wilson's going to bring it down. Wolfenbarger's going to follow him in. And behind you see Bryant, Bill Rivard, Ethan Evers. Man, they got on pit lane in a hurry. I think Bill Rivard may have just picked up a speeding penalty because that was too much. Cliff Mullins, Zach Margison, Casey Graves stay out on track. Graves, the surprising one of that bunch, he had not been down to the pit lane at all. The other two have. The Graves extending this run.
I be pitting.
It's Margison in second. Do we see Casey Graves here? I imagine we have to. We don't have to. Graves stays on track in the 4. Has not been to the pit lane this entire race. Mullins stays out as well. He's going to try and extend it.
It's 10 minutes time, number 4.
As race leader Casey Graves finally calling himself to the pit lane. Blake Giglio is ahead of Lucas Hoysma. They pit 3 laps apart.
I don't know how that wasn't a speeding penalty.
There you go. Report from the 10 did not get a speeding
I don't know how
penalty.
you didn't get anything. Cause I don't know if you were, but I'm pretty sure you were on the grass or something. It was close for you for sure. Cause it was close for me.
Oh, I was in the 60s. It was pretty high up there.
Graves hits the pit lane. Cliff Mullins takes the race lead. Mullins topped off the tank with that last caution.
Finish lap.
He may be trying to cut out one pit stop if we can make the fuel mileage work here.
Caitlin, thank you for calling out that you couldn't.
Isn't it Gatlin? And he's going to spin it right in front of Mullins. Mullins has the avenue to the outside. Hopefully Gatlin doesn't go right back across him. And there you go. Gatlin Downey on the pit lane. Cliff Mullins pits. And that'll hand the lead back over to Blake. Blake has 1 second over that man, Lucas Hoysma. Another second to Hayden, and 3 seconds back to Wilson. And yeah, Wolfenbarger in 6th. Montrose now 7th after the pit cycle. He's one of the first ones to the pit lane, so he's got a bit older tire now. He'll start drifting back. Brantley Bryant 8th. Ethan Evers 9th, and Travis Martin 10th. All of those drivers move up one once they get past Mullins on the pit lane. And that moves Travis Martin into 9th. And Andrew Beach will take over the 10th spot. Quinn Newton 11th. Bill Rivard is now 12th. Dave Hoysma 13th. Jay Munch 14th. Casey Graves 15th. Margison 16th. Kenny Frisbie 17th. Jeremy Clappernola 18th. Ashton Tackwell 19th. Carson Bechtel in 20th. Jeremy Scherer 21st, and this is when Bechtel needs that caution before he has to pit again. It's been 19 laps. He's going to run that thing as long as it goes and hope for that caution. Cody Brown in 22nd after his spin onto the pit lane. J.R. Deal 23rd. Cliff Mullins there 24th, but he's got brand new tires. He should blow by all these guys. Especially the Bechtel machine. Dave Weissman, Bill Rivard trading that 13th spot. Dave gets by. Things starting to tighten up front. Hayden was 2 seconds back, now it's 8/10. Hoytsman was a full second, now it's 4/10. Both those trucks fresher tires than race leader Blake Giglio. Truck I'm keeping an eye on is Cliff Mullins. If he can stretch that fuel, make it past lap 80 to like 81, and run 39 laps on that last fuel run, could see Cliff Mullins taking home a strategy victory here tonight.
Hi, Dave.
Hello.
Margison getting by Daddy Dave. Top renewal, Bill Rivard. Rivard must be in save mode. Rivard's letting several trucks by here. I think he's gone into fuel mode. Tackwell having a blink. Jeremy Scherer losing a couple spots. Hi Lexi, how are you? Welcome in. Good to see ya.
I was gonna ask if Cat got your lap, but like, no brain circulation sounds bad.
No brain circulation does indeed sound bad. Hayden gets to the outside of Hoytsma. Giglio going to cover that up, see if Hayden goes to the inside. He will. Hayden Lowell trying to take the race lead here, going from third to first. Gets by both the low drag trucks. And the Napa machine takes the race lead. In pretty stylish fashion, I must add. Hoytsma's going to get through to second. Blake drops to third. I love how it's like the three winningest drivers in SRL history, and they're all in like a primary color. You have the blue, red, and yellow.
Lucas, it's pull the belts tight, not pull the head strap tight.
Wow.
Oh, my bad.
Brad Wilson fourth. Wolfenbarger fifth. Brantley Bryant sixth. Those three Shenandoah Shine trucks. Fourth, fifth, and sixth. Monchos, Martin, Ethan Evers, and Quinn Newton. Newton has a lot of company. 49 ahead, TJ Floyd. 35, Matt Benke outside. They're on different laps from each other and from Quinn Newton. Then Andrew Beach, that is for position. The white and yellow 71. Beach gets through the traffic. Now he's going to put the pressure on. I think the 37's having some blinking situations again. Too bad there's a hot pink truck. What about the 35? Does that not count? There you go. White, pink, and black. And then, if that doesn't count, what about my truck? This is my truck. I just put Bill in it. There's a lot of pink on it. That's some pink out there. This one even has its Britney bitch on the back bumper. It's like Brad Wilson getting up and into the fight for the front of the field. It's gone around the outside of Giglio and Hoytsma. Is now second, looking for the race lead. Gets inside Hayden Lowell, and he is going to the front in his Shenandoah Shine Ford F-150. He's going to do the slider. Up the hill he goes. Hayden, I don't think, is going to have enough momentum to clear back. It's going to be side by side into one, and that should be advantage to Wilson. I say that, Hayden goes the shortest way around possible and actually does clear. It's actually a pretty strong move from Hayden to be able to clear. Now he goes to the bottom. I guess he's trying to save tire. And back up in front of Wilson he goes. So Giglio's fallen to fourth. Wolfenbarger still fifth. And Brantley Bryant a distant 3.5 seconds behind Wolfenbarger. There's Monchos, Martin, Evers, Newton, and Beach. Last truck on the lead lap right now, Carson Bechtel. He's 28 laps into his run. He needs a caution in a big way if he's going to get back in his race. He's about to have to pit again under green. Meanwhile, Brad Wilson gets around Hayden Lull. Brad Wilson charges to the lead. Lucas Weissman trying to take second. Unable to do so. Top three nose to tail, then a bit of a gap back to that yellow and black Blake Giglio machine in fourth. Bill Rivard, I think he's on that fuel save strategy, but it is really costing him track position. It's all the way down to 21st. And not only that, he's about to go a lap down.
Oh, did you see that?
I don't know what we see. Let's find out.
Huh?
Exactly, huh?
It's a random car in the grass spinning out blinking.
A random car in the grass.
What? Not this time.
Was it Jeremy Sher? I think it was Jeremy Sher. We've seen him in the grass there. Doesn't want to see him for a while. And then there he is in the grass. And then he's gone again. But it was Sher. We can confirm. That was the truck against the wall. 32 Wolfenbarger. Riding that high line. Trying to take over the fourth spot from Giglio. Trying to see in the best position on fuel is. Right now it's going to be Cliff Mullins. It's the last truck to pit. Casey Graves pretty close. The Graves right down to the bottom. Gatlin Downey going around on the outside. They are similar on tire strat, so I think Graves is also saving fuel. Driver's trying to cut out a pit stop. Have to go past 80, maybe 81, 82 before they would feel comfortable. Meanwhile, Wilson continues to lead. Hayden Knowles second, Lucas Weiss for third, Wolfenbarger fourth, and Blake Giglio your top five. Brantley Bryant runs sixth, Ian Montrose is seventh, Travis Martin rides in eighth, Ethan Evers currently in ninth, and Quinn Newton, your top 10, has Andrew Peach right there with him as he has been most of this race, right on that back part of the top 10. Margiston runs 12th, Jay Munch 13th, Kenny Frisbie
Andrew.
14th, Jeremy Clapper 15th, Cliff Mullins 16th, Tackwell 17th, J.R. Deal 18th, Casey Grave 19th, and Cody Brown now in the top 20 as Bill Rivard, I assume, still in that fuel. Yeah, you hear him clutching big time there. Definitely saving fuel on this truck. Right along and hear him clutch it when you get down to 3. Completely clutched. Motor is dead silent as he coasts through the corners. Rivard definitely trying to cut a pit stop out. Problem is, at what cost is he going to go a full stop down trying to save the stop? It's currently 25 seconds behind the race leader. And there is said race leader, Brad Wilson. And look ahead, there is Bill going through turn 3. May end up going a lap down as we approach halfway. We start lap 60. Points go out at the end of this lap to the top 10. So that battle between Beach and Newton could be worth a point between these two. Hayden Lowell gets the slider on Wilson. Wilson then gives him a bump in the rear. I don't think Wilson appreciated that. Hoyts was going to get a run. Who's going to get this win for the stage? You do get a stage point for the playoffs. If you can win at halfway here. Hayden went from the lead to third. Hoyts looks like he's going to bring it off the corner, and Hoyts was going to win the stage. Lowell pushes Wilson up the hill. He's going to take second. And there is your race across the start-finish line for the stage points. Hoytsma gets the extra point in the playoffs and the 10 points for the regular season. Hayden 9, Wilson 8, Wolfenbarger 7, Giglio 6, Bryant 5, Martin 4, Montrose 3, Evers 2, and Newton holds off on Beach to get the last point. That got exciting. Lucas, Lowell, Wilson, Wolfenbarger, Giglio still. 3.5 seconds back, Bryant. Another 4.5, Martin. Martin has Ethan Evers 7/10 back. Montrose 3/10 back. Quinn Newton second back. Beach has fallen back off of Quinn a little bit. I think we may have lost Daddy Dave. 15 and the 79. Seems both of them have fallen out of this one. Dave will finish 28th, Scherer 29th. Matt Benke still running 2 laps down in the 35. Looks like Ian Montrose has hit the pit lane. He's going to 3-stop this race on purpose. He came in right around 30, and now he's coming down right around 60. So he's going to cut this thing up in 3 even runs. Try to get the best out of the tires for that Homelander Chevrolet. Back out onto the track he goes. So he's doing it the mathematical way and assuming it'll go green.
Hello.
Asherbranner currently your lucky dog in the 83.
Thank you, William.
Margerson getting past the Bold Rock Chevy. Love that paint scheme. I know I'm bragging a little bit because I did paint it, but Bold Rock is delicious. Hayden is around and the caution is out.
I hate everything.
Bill Rivard was going to make it,
What happened?
but Wilson and Lowell get together. Lowell gets the wall.
You guys suck.
Then he comes down trying to block Wilson. Did not go well. Wow.
No, that fucked my race.
A lot
I
of
was gonna
drivers.
make it on one more stop too.
A lot of drivers were trying to make it.
Same.
Hayden Lowell at the front, messing with Brad Wilson.
I was 2 laps to the good.
Caution comes out. You hate to see it.
No, I figured you were saving too.
Going to be fun to see how all that played out.
Yup.
Rude. So rude.
Where's the big star?
It is at Kansas.
I'm
We're-
saving fuel, Cody and Casey, so if I run out, I apologize.
His car is in turn 4.
Sure we'll see just about everybody come down. Fuel and tires. Don't think anyone can make it from here, so we'll have to see him
Andrew, I finally caught up to you.
dial up to 56. Request from the chat. Checking the chat.
Ready?
And we don't have a 56 to talk to. Sorry, there is no 56 in the chat. We can go hang out with the Wilson, I think. Yeah. He's in his box. Should drive off here and be okay. Matt Benke down on the way.
Bad.
Hoytsma wins the race off
Die
pit
even
lane.
in the pit lane.
Bradley DG, got a cup.
Yes, sir.
Well, things got a little spicy there with Hayden Lowell. We can't ask him his side of the story, but we can ask you yours. What happened out there?
It just seemed like he hit the wall and went to the bottom. He went to block and just wasn't clear. But to be fair, it wasn't the first time he wasn't clear tonight and caused something. But we'll just move on and see what we can do next week, I guess, because we got 4 minutes of optional. So we'll try to make the best out of this.
Ouch. All right. Well, good luck getting that fixed up, and we'll see if you can't make a rebound.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Brad Wilson, the 51, tells us his side of the story, and Hayden Lowell's not in driver chat, so he doesn't get to tell his side. Lucas Hoytsma, 4 tires and fuel, as is just about everybody. I think Asherbranner is your lucky dog, so I think he'll come down this time and get the 4 tires and fuel. Currently shown 14th, but that is not where he is. So he does indeed hit the pit lane. And something happens and he drives into the grass. And that's probably going to be an unsafe pit exit for the 83. Fortunately for him, as he just got the lucky dog. Chubby TR, welcome. Have any questions, feel free to ask. Just past halfway in this one. Look at Neo leading to bits. He'll be on the car Monday night if he continues to lead all the way through Sunday night. We'll be doing Le Mans 24-hour Saturday, so hopefully you guys are ready for that. Some endurance racing. Then I'll probably try to take a nap and then come back for Saturday night racing, or Sunday night racing, excuse me.
I need you guys to go by.
Points after the pit stops is leader, Wolfenbarger, Giglio, Bryant, Martin, Ethan Evers, Quinn Newton, Andrew Beach 8th, Margison 9th, and Jay Munch up into the top 10. Cliff Mullins now 11th, Kenny Frisbie 12th, Ashton Tackwell 13th, JR Deal 14th, Casey Grave 15th, Cody Brown 16th, Bill Rivard 17th, Brad Wilson is 18th, Jeremy Clapper Newell 19th, Will Asherbrenner, Ian Montrose. Montrose takes the wave around along with Bechtel. That'll make Bechtel 1 lap down. Montrose gets back on the lead lap. Ashbrenner, of course, the lucky dog. Daniel Wallen on the pit lane, still 1 lap down. Gatlin Downey, looks like he's taking the wave around. He was 1 lap down. Hayden Lowell still getting repairs after that one. His truck is junk. No fast repairs. Bill Rivard, he's got to have to climb out of the hole now. He was saving so hard. He's back in 18th, still in the lead lap. But now his fuel strategy is completely shot. Same story for Casey Graves. I believe the 4 and 10 were both good on fuel to cut out a pit stop. And now they are mired in traffic after that untimely caution for them. We'll see if they can rebound and get a good finish out of this. Is Wyatt racing? Yeah, he's the 55 right there. Black and red machine. That is Wyatt. Also known as Zach Margison. Green flag back in the air as we start lap number 69. Lucas Heusman, Blake Giglio working the team game. Gets out into the lead and second. They'll get past Wolfenbarger. Wolfenbarger drops to third. You have Bryant and Martin, the rest of the top 5. Ethan Evers and Quinn Newton, the 8 and 88, battling one another. Then you have Quinn Newton, Andrew Beach. They've been together this whole damn race. Why change now? Evers up high in the 8, Martin down low in the 63. And quite a scramble back in the back. JR Deal, the outlaw. Jay Munch. Cody Brown's in there. You are welcome. Now we're 3 wide as Bill Rivard right up to the top where he saw him at the start of this race. He is putting on a show. Now he goes to the inside, gets inside the 9 of JR Deal. That was a close quarters call there. Now he's inside Kenny Frisbie for the 11th spot. Rivard trying to get back into the top 10 all in 1 lap, it feels like. Wolfenbarger and Brantley Bryant exchange the 3rd spot a few times, and then Bryant throttles up on that outside, gets by Blake Giglio. I think Blake's in conservation mode again. Bryant around the outside. Next up for Bryant is the race leader, Lucas Heusman. See if we can get our purple 52 to the lead. I think that's why we see so much drama between Low Drag and Shenandoah Shines. They're always towards the front, racing one another. So you see the 32 of Wolfenbarger trying to put the moves on Giglio. Top 4 right now. You got 2 Low Drags and 2 Shenandoah Shine. Wolfenbarger trying to get past the 16. Meanwhile, Bryant's pulled out and gone to the inside on Lucas. I think Lucas let him go. Didn't want to fight him and get stuck on the high side. Heusman right back to the bottom. He's going to go all the way down to the grass. Bryant's going to finally clear on that outside lane. And he gets to the bottom. Bryant trying to take off. Wolfenbarger not going to let him. These early parts of the run, it's almost like a pack race. You really hold the throttle wide open, and it will burn up your tires if you do it, though. Now we have teammates battling for the lead. Wolfenbarger and Bryant. Like Hayden Lowell team has officially retired the Napa truck. He'll finish 27th tonight. No fast repairs, so things are a lot more difficult if you get into a crash. Bryant leads Wolfenbarger. Wolfenbarger still looking low on the 52. Bryant remains ahead. Look a little further back part of the top 10. I don't know who tagged Marchison, but someone touched him and he said he doesn't consent. Little Marchison. Good to have him out there. Rivard now working outside the 63. Trying to take over the 7th spot. Rivard on a march. He gets outside Andrew Beach. He's going to take over 6th. My goodness, that 10 truck's flying. Now he's going to work on Ethan Evers. Try to get in the top 5. Once his tire strategy, or fuel strategy, got shot, he's marching to the front. Tucks in behind Blake Giglio. He'll take over the 4th spot as he comes off turn number 2. Will he settle in there, or will he go after the top 3? Bryant's put a little bit of a gap on Wolfenbarger, about a half second. Right on board with the 10. There's your top 3. Let's watch it from Blake. See where Blake's driving to. This is your top 5 in the race right now, as we're on lap 77. Looks like everyone fairly comfortable riding that bottom lane. Someone's to the outside. I believe that's Kenny Frisbie, the Wanted Goons Toyota. And Kenny watched that 10 truck fly up through there. He wants some of that. Cliff Mullins up on the high side. He's working the outside of Quinn Newton. Cliff trying to get back out on the top 10. It's Frisbie running the middle groove that time. Normally you get the run if you get all the way to the top, but he ran middle there. Got 5 trucks here on top of one another, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th. Looks like Mullins ran the middle. Interesting to see different thoughts on where the groove's going to be. Right on board with the 712 brakes machine. Pretty sure it's 712, but it's really hard to stop saying 712. Kenny Frisbie gets the outside wall. He's going to drop back. Yahtzee out of the 55. Bill is back up to the top, by the way. See the black and pink truck up ahead, right up by the fence. We make it to lap 80. Another lap or 2, and it'll open up the pit window. Drivers can make it to the end from here. And Kenny's right front is cooked. Look at him sliding up out of the corner. No grip on that right front corner for the 11 truck. Thing went right through the wall. Bryant still leads Wolfenbarger now by 7/10. Complete lap 80. Blake asking Ethan if he's doing what Blake's doing. Guys are all lined up behind Blake like he knows something. Wonder what that something is. If anybody's hanging out in chat that wouldn't mind us talking to them mid-race. Bill closing in on the 97 of Hoytsma. This is battle for third. Bard wanting the top. I think he's trying to get outside of the 97 corner exit, and Lucas is just able to close the door. Bard gets to his back bumper, gives him a push, helps him into the corner. How much ground he makes up. It's crazy how much that top line works. Gets the best run off of 2. We'll see if he can get alongside. Meanwhile, Hoytsman's running down Wolfenbarger. Now the battle's for second, third, and fourth. Looking through the field, see what else we got going on. Looks like J Munch and JR deal. JR was briefly alongside, then kind of backed out of it. Marderson and Newton, that is for the last spot in the top 10. Cliff Mullins up to 9th now. Gatlin Downey had to pit about 3 laps ago. Fans of the 05, he's running 25th. 2 laps down. Matt Banky 3 laps down. We watch this battle for the 10th spot, the 55 and the 88.
I'm trying to give it to you, TC. I'm going high, going low. I'm just trying to give it to you.
I think that was Kenny and Casey Graves. Move Graves up to that 12th spot. Back up front, Brantley Bryant has been run down by Garrett Wolfenbarger. Remember, it was about 8/10 gap at one point. Wolfenbarger's decided he has saved enough, and he started to run down teammate Brantley Bryant out in front. Hoyt's the third, Bill Rivard a little bit of a distant fourth. He's fallen back to Giglio now. Ethan Evers 6th. Travis Martin 7th, Andrew Beach 8th. Cliff Mullins and Zach Margerson rounding out your top 10. Quinn Newton's 11th, Casey Graves 12th, Kenny Frisbie 13th. Jeremy Clapper Newell rides 14th, and J Munch 15th. A whole lot of red trucks there. Cody Brown is 16th, and Ashton Sackwell 17th. JR Deal 18th. That was 35 pitting. Victoria's Secret truck come down already 3 laps down. Come down off the racing surface. We're in the final pit window. Everyone can make it once they stop again. Montrose, number 1 trucks, decided he's going to come down. Short pitting in the 1. Put the tires on right now. Try to build as much of a gap as he can. Try to hang on to his track position once everyone else pits. Daniel Llewellyn, TJ Floyd, 23-49 battle. Ashton Sackwell, Cody Brown battling. I think Sackwell just smacked the fence. Bill Rivard currently in 5th, trying to hang on to that spot between Giglio and Evers now. Wolfenbarger, battle for the lead. 30 laps to go. Teammates 1, 2, Shenandoah Shine, Bryant, and Wolfenbarger. Their other teammate Wilson has all that damage. Currently rides in 20th. Not quite able to rebound, but still out there soldiering on. Yeah, that's our truck in P5. Nice recovery so far.
Maybe 10 right here, Kenny.
Ethan Evers to the bottom.
On shore was on it. I'm pitting as well.
That is Graves in the 4. Kenny Frisbie in the 11. Both peel off the track. Lead lap trucks making their final pit stop. Wolfbarger, meanwhile, completes the pass for the lead on Bryant. Interesting to see when the call is made to come to the pit lane.
Holy shit.
Holy shit. Claimed by somebody.
I don't know if I can do anything, but sorry if I did.
Nah, I was drifting up.
Yeah, it was between the 10 and the 8. There you go. Little contact between them both, and that was the holy. Top two still out on track. White's right there with them. Blake Giglio, he's been saving a bit. Ethan Evers decided after that it was time to bring the 8 truck to the pit lane. Don't blame him there. Yeah, that could have been a big wreck between those two, but they got it straightened out. Clapper Newell around the outside of Zach Margison. A lot of double numbers running together. The 88, 99, 55. And then the nice 69. Weissman to the inside of Bryant. Alright, those that are cutting it exactly in half, now is the lap. 28 down, 28 to go.
Couple laps ago.
Carson Bechtel 4 laps ago was on the pit lane.
Trying to pace myself.
Ethan Evers coming back out on track, currently showing 20th, 1 lap down. Montrose gets by. Remember Montrose pit earlier. Hoytsman does complete the pass on Bryant for second. We're watching all this strategy unfold and people pit.
10 pitting this time. 10 pitting this time.
Bill Rivard just added Travis Martin. He's going to come down the pit lane. See who goes with him.
52 pinner.
Is that 52 or 32? Guess it's 52. So he dropped to the bottom. Here he comes. Brantley Bryant decided it is time to put on the fresh tires. 52 and 10 coming down the pit lane together. And Bill Rivard is going to spin it out. He's going to wish we didn't see that. Wolfenbarger, Hoytsman, Giglio. When do they come down? They got a 2-second lead on Travis Martin. Bryant in his box. You hear the sigh from the 10. Martin, Beach, Mullins, and Newton. 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th.
Didn't put tires on.
Bill Rivard, no tires.
'99 pitting. '99 pitting.
Things going off the rails for the 10. Clapper Newell, Martin Sports.
I need caution.
Brad Wilson's in the pit lane.
Sorry, Cliff, I couldn't go nowhere.
Yeah, that's my fault.
Bumper looks clean.
Look at this mess. Bechtel, Margison, Cody Brown, Jay Munch, Ethan Evers, 52 of Bryant, all piled up here. Trucks that have pit, Ian Montrose leads them, then Ethan Evers, and then Brantley Bryant. They're all nose to tail. Bryant has the best tires. They're currently 15th, 16th, 17th. Casey Graves just behind him. They get past the pitting truck, so now he's 17th. Wolfenbarger back down to Asherbranner, top 13, still need to pit. Asherbranner 13th, Tackwell 12th, J.R. Deal. That is the Mullins machine. He's in the middle of a hornet's nest. 52 of Bryant gets into the 1. Did not go well for him. Did not get to the pit lane. 52 of Bryant, one hell of a
All
save.
of a sudden I see the 8 throw it underneath me, so no, I wasn't hitting in.
Sorry, I wasn't used to an aqua-colored car.
That's what your relative is for. It tells you the number.
80 pitting. 83 pitting, 83 pit.
Mullen's going to make it down the pit road this time. Travis Martin is 63, also down. Andrew Beach on the pit lane. Cody Brown. Wolfenbarger staying out. Lieutenant Bill Rivard gets by. I think Bill may have come back down and got a set of tires. Yes, he did. So Rivard pits twice, this time taking a set of tires. Martin on the pit lane. Hey, Lucas Weitzma heels off and hits the pit lane. Will Ashbrenner going down with him.
32 pit.
Had his race leader Wolfenbarger pitting this time by. Blake Giglio and Wolfenbarger both sliding those rear ends off of turn number 2. Let's see if Blake pits now or stays out. He's up high. Wolfenbarger down onto the flat and heading to the pit lane. Giglio does indeed stay out. 37 laps and counting. Maybe he'll throw 2 tires at it, and that's why he's waiting until the end. Trying to take the shortest pit stop and surprise everybody. Last one's the pit. Quinn Newton, J Munch, JR Deal, and race leader Blake Giglio. Everybody else in the lead lap has pit. This is the Tasmania Devil Chevrolet. Blake stays out another lap. Looks like Quinn's woeing it down. Quinn's going to come to pit road. Second and third. Heading to the pit lane. Looks like the 9 of JR Deal may be following suit. He straddles that white line and gets that number 9 Toyota slowed down. And there's a call from Blake Giglio. Once Blake hits the pit lane, it'll complete the cycle. Right now, Brantley Bryant is leading everyone that has pit. Let's see what the call is for the 16. Gets it woed up for the pit lane. Takes the slow 45-mile-an-hour ride down the pit lane. JR Deal coming out of his pit. Blake stops in the box. We'll watch and see if it's 2 tires or 4 for him. Right side's in the air. Jack's down. It's going to be 4 tires. 4 tires and fuel for Blake Giglio. That will cost him the lead. As go.
Fucking Christ, the 71 car.
Wow. There's a lot of anger there. I don't know what the anger was from, but okay. Brantley Bryant takes over the race lead. Ethan Evers in second. Lucas Hoyce for third as he gets by Casey Graves. Garrett Wolfenbarger, freshest tires in the top 10, other than Blake Giglio in 10th. Garrett has 5 seconds to make up on the race leader. 15 laps to do it. He needs to make up a little over 3/10 a lap. Currently lapping at a 32.2, the leader at a 32.9, so he is making up the ground he needs to get to the lead as he gets by Montrose for 5th. As all these strategies start to play out, Blake Giglio may have waited too long. Blake's 9 seconds back. Check his speed at the line. Ran a 32.1. Wolfenbarger, meanwhile, gets by Casey Graves. That was for 4th. He has about the same tires as Lucas, running about a 10th quicker. Lucas and Wolfenbarger 3rd and 4th. Ethan Evers one of the first trucks to stop, along with Montrose and Graves. Kenny Frisbie. Those trucks starting to slide backwards.
I'll go high for you, Blake.
Kenny Frisbie giving Blake the bottom. Blake moves up to 9th. 14 lap the difference on those tires. Martin gets past Montrose. 13 lap better tires there. Like the 10 Bill Rivard may have fallen out of the race. Hoytza, Bryant, Hoytsma. Is Wolfenbarger close enough to be a factor? You see him 2 trucks back there, the black and red machine. There's Wolfenbarger. His gap to the leader is 1.8 seconds. Hoytsma is just the 8/10. There is your leader, Bryant. 11 laps to go. Things are ramping up. Gap between the top trucks is tightening up. Wolfenbarger by Ethan Evers. Now it's the top 3. See if we can jump on board this Shenandoah Shine Chevy and watch the top 3. Hoytsma has run down Bryant and is already to his inside. And has already completed the pass on Brantley Bryant. So it's going to be up to Wolfenbarger if he can catch Lucas Hoytsma or not in these 10 laps. 10 laps to go. Kansas Speedway. Wolfenbarger, the gap is 8/10 between him and Lucas Hoytsma. He's catching his teammate Brantley Bryant. Don't think he'll hold him up too bad. Bryant can go to the bottom, gives Wolfenbarger the top. That gap's down to 7/10 between Hoytsma and Wolfenbarger. Wolfenbarger is actually catching him. Needs to make up a 10th a lap to get there.
Go ahead and take the bottom.
There's the gap back to Wolfenbarger.
Thank you.
Lucas running the bottom. Wolfenbarger right up by the wall.
No point of pulling up a guy that's faster than me. Where do you want me?
Wolfenbarger really gained a lot of ground through 3 and 4. Hoytsma's going to run the top this time. Hoytsma keeps it up at the top, blocks the air. They might get past Gatlin Downey in the 05. This lap, Wolfenbarger not able to close in as much as he had been. The Golden Boy Hoytsma out in front. Wolfenbarger less than a half second back in second. You see he's got 2 seconds over Bryant in third. Laps winding down. Can Hoytsma hold on here at Kansas, or can Garrett Wolfenbarger put the pressure to him? These two have already had some beef early in season 11 here in Sidewinder. Wolfenbarger losing a bit of ground now. May have already cooked those tires out. He only had 1 lap fresher tires, and now he's been running at top line, trying to get some speed. I think once Hoytsma moved up to the top line and started taking his air away, the 32 just couldn't do anything. See if he continues to run the same line or if he tries the bottom. He's going to stay right up there behind him. I would think he would try to find a different lane.
So low.
I don't think Lucas wanted to go low. Matt Benke's in the wall. It's Matt Benke in the Victoria's Secret truck. It's up out of the way. Still 5/10 Just 4 laps to go. It would take a miracle, I think, at this point. Or a big mistake from Lucas. Wolfenbarger not able to close in quick enough. Jane Munch gets by Ian Montrose. Look for other battles on track. There's Jane Munch and Montrose. Jane Munch the fresher tire. Next up for him would be Kenny Frisbie. Oh, really soon. There's the 11. Kind of 2 laps to go. Things are kind of spacing out up front. The gap is growing now between Hoytsma and Wolfenbarger. Closest battle on track. Well, Quinn Newton and Casey Graves. Newton gets around the 4. And back to the 11 and 69.
Left you the whole top of the track. I've been running bottom for the last 20 fucking laps.
Oh, somebody's angry.
Dude just sends it in a 1 and doors me to try to get me up the track. Just go around up top.
Look at the bomb, Cody.
The last lap. 11 and 69 is the most interesting thing happening right now. Looks like Jane Munch will complete the pass on the outside. So we'll go back here. Lucas Hoytsma brings it off turn number 4, holds off Garrett Wolfenbarger, and wins at Kansas. Wolfenbarger second. Blake Giglio going to pick up third. Then eventually, Brantley Bryant holds off Travis Morgan. That battle got close right at the end. Andrew Beach finally going to get himself a good night. Pick up a P6. Ethan Evers. Now it says it's 1 more lap. Swore it said we were done. We'll watch it anyway then. Lucas Hoytsma. Now we're going to bring it through turns 3 and 4. We got ahead of ourselves by a lap. And Lucas.
Thanks, Gatlin.
Now picks up the win. Wolfenbarger second. Giglio is still third.
Code or whatever. Sorry about that.
Brantley Bryant still going to hold off Travis Martin. Andrew Beach finishes 6th. Ethan Evers 7th. Quinn Newton.
On the bottom.
Cliff Mullins gets Casey Graves there at the end.
I was going to try and need to slide down here or something, so I just had to run the bottom next to your door.
Jay Munch, Kenny Frisbie, Cody Brown, Ian Montrose, Clapper Newell.
Nah, you're fine, you're fine. I knew it was going to be a good race when I saw a white flag and you were
My
on the
ATVO timing screen said we were done. Well, we were not. It lied to me. Lucas, DG, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, we pulled off a win here tonight. Had to feel good to get out there in the truck and put on a good show. We were a little worried when all those trucks were trying to make it to the end on one less stop.
Absolutely. It was really just in the back of my mind the whole time. And then when Bill said he was 2 laps to the good, I was like, man, that's a good thing that caution came out, because I was not even trying to do that. I figured just a nice 3-stopper would work. But yeah, glad that caution came out. And I was worried that those Shenandoah Shine cars had some speed in them. Luckily, that short pit worked out. I was able to dump some dirty air on 32 there at the end, and luckily able to hold him off. He had a lot of speed tonight, and man, it was a fun one. I love Kansas.
Glad you had some fun. Did you see anything that happened between the 51 and the 56?
I heard about it.
Oh yeah, what'd you hear?
Plead the fifth.
10-4. Well, congrats on the win tonight. You get the friends, family, and sponsor shout-outs for this victorious.
Yes, sir. Just a big shout-out to 712 Brakes, CTCRN, O'Greg, Labor 12. Make sure to check out Quinn's stream Friday night on Whatnot. And you for doing the broadcasting, and Cody for putting this on.
10-4. We appreciate you, my guy. And it was perfect timing. You said shout-out 712 Brakes right as he T-boned you in the door during the donuts. All right, but well, congrats on the win. Get out of here. No, we'll see you tomorrow night.
Thank you, sir. See ya.
I think I just threw him in random chat. There we go. He's in low jack now. See if we can get the 32 of Wolfenbarger. He's in the waiting room. So proud of the guys that actually use the waiting room. Wolfie, DG, you got a copy?
What's up, DG? Gotcha.
Well, not a whole lot. You had a really good, strong run out there tonight. Just couldn't quite get that darn pesky number 97. What did you need to try and get him there at the end?
I just needed more tires, what I needed. I mean, I was just burning it off, trying to catch him, and just fell off there at the end and kind of kept breaking even, tried to do some different stuff, and it just didn't work. But we'll definitely take a P2. It just hurts getting behind the 97 every week, you know. Every night it feels like I'm behind him for second. So
got a short pit and get in front of him.
I know I should have pitted a lap earlier. I was gonna pit on lap 100, but thought maybe I'd run it out a little longer. But clearly the wrong choice.
Were you worried at all when those trucks were trying to make it to the end and you guys really weren't on that strategy?
I wasn't even thinking about those guys. I just thought everyone on our strategy was leading the race the whole time, and I just thought all of us were pretty much gonna be the ones. One of us is gonna win the race, and I wasn't really even thinking about the field strategy guys. But if it worked out for them, I would have been mad. But good thing it didn't.
You got the friends, family, sponsor shout-outs for us for your P2?
Yeah, man. I want to thank Bradley and Brantley for racing. Sorry for Bradley to get in that incident there and get his race ruined there, but had a blast. 29 guys tonight, felt pretty good. Track was Kansas is always a good track, so thank you guys for putting this on the schedule. Shenandoah Shine, you for broadcasting, and then Killer for making my paint. So had a blast.
Wilson really made things quite interesting, and well, here we are. Lucas Hoytsman gets another win at the end, so it seems like it was boring, but it was not. It was anything but. Let's go ahead and take a look at our final results from tonight. Lucas getting the win here. Wolfenbarger and Blake Giglio on the podium. Brantley Bryant and Travis Martin round out the top 5. Andrew Beach brings it home P6. Then you have Ethan Evers, Quinn Newton, Cliff Mullins, and Casey Graves in the top 10. Page number 2, we got Jay Munch, Kenny Frisbie, Cody Brown, Ian Montrose, and Jeremy Clapper-Newell. Ashton Tackwell, Zach Margerson, J.R. Deal, Will Ashbrenner, and Daniel Wallen all pick up top 20s. And our final group, Brad Wilson, Carson Bechtel, T.J. Floyd, all one lap down. Then Gatlin Downey, Matt Benke, Bill Rivard, strong run and fell out of the race. Hayden Lowell with the crash with Wilson. And then Dave Hoytsman, not sure what happened to Dave. And then Jeremy Scherer, we saw him have some connection issues and was randomly in the grass against the wall. Tough night for Mr. Scherer, but hopefully they get all those issues straightened out by the next race. Thank you all for being here tonight. We appreciate you so much. Go ahead and pay the bills before we get out of here and take a look at our wonderful sponsors. We got our sponsors working once again. Thank goodness. That's not the one we want. That's the one we want. There we go. Wild Horse Broadcasting does our Monday Night ARCA series. Footwear Screen Printing puts on our Dirt Street Stock series on Tuesdays. Then we have Arc Music doing our Xfinity series with Travis Martin, the Ghost Man, doing the Tuesday night Xfinity series, 712 breaks, 712 breaks over on Whatnot. They do our Cup series every Wednesday. Wanted Goons puts on our truck race you just watched here tonight with Kenny Frisbie and the Frisbie Racing Group. And then DGS Paints, they do our GT3 series on Friday. Golden Eagle Syrup does our Friday Super Speedway series, thanks to them. Labor 12, the awesome rock band out of Lubbock, Texas, puts on our IndyCar series. And then we have Spit and Venom Podcast putting on our doubleheader on Sunday with the Street Stocks and the Late Models. Appreciate them. CTC Race Network, they put on our IndyCar series for us. So thanks to our broadcasting partner there. Appreciate all of you being here. Thanks for coming out. Thanks for hanging out. We appreciate you for watching tonight's events, and we'll see you back here tomorrow. Triple header. Should be a good time. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next time.